Hi, Isabella. How you doing? Okay, so I was reading this. This little paragraph has given me so much information, and it really shows that you have learned the process of establishing an image that can be used for that has the versatility to be used not only for the magazine ad but for the web banner ad as well. And I can see that right here. I mean, clearly this image is not going to work as is. I mean, you could crop it, maybe something like that, but you would be not including him. I mean, I guess the best we could do here is get her walking off the beach, but that might prove to be a little awkward in the banner. So I respect your decision to use a different portion of the image or a different image altogether. That's a good choice. I think that's good, sound reasoning. I think that moving forward, if you were to be presented with a project like this again, I think that you would probably spend ample time looking for the versatility in an image that can be transposed from magazine ad to web banner. And I get that from your writing. Just this little simple little paragraph here has given me a lot of information. So thank you very much. Let's jump to the banner ad. I think that, well, let's look at the magazine ad first, right? I've got both up. Magazine ad's beautiful. I mean, there's no question. It really is. I think if there's one thing I would say about the magazine ad is that I would reduce the size of the subhead. The subhead is really, really long. A subhead should just be an idea, not a complete, headline. Subhead should just present an idea. It doesn't have to be a complete sentence or phrase like this. So I think that it's pretty large for a subhead. I think it's creating a lot of visual weight at the top of the page, and I think it's encroaching on the type itself here, the body copy. I would move that body copy down to a little bit. What I'm getting at is I think there should be a little space between the subhead and the body copy. So if you elect to keep the entire subhead, let's move the body copy down. If you reduce the subhead to a line or two, just give enough room between the subhead and the body copy. Let's go ahead and jump to the banner. Right? Nice work, man. Nice work. Yep, it works perfectly. I think if anything I would say is, again, we've got a little bit of visual heaviness over here, which is causing an imbalance in the composition. Right now, all the balance is on the left-hand side, and the reason for that is the fact that the type is so large and prominent over here. What I would recommend here is reducing the size. Watch my cursor. So keep keep this whole type block right here, this whole composition, headline, and subhead to about this area right here. So reduce that, really activate that negative space to allow the eye to peruse very, very easily through the ad like this. Right now, the eye gets stuck right here because it's so heavy. So you kind of get attracted over to this animation, but I think it's showing the propensity to miss a lot of information. So by reducing this size, you're going to open up this negative space, allow the eye to move through the ad and out of the ad. So that's my only recommendation, really. And the only other thing I recommend is adding the location somewhere. U.S. Virgin Islands or St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, something like that, because that's a pertinent piece of information, I think, for this banner. The final suggestion I would say is to take your 15% off diving, 15% off, 30% off snorkeling. Now that I think you can increase a little bit. And I would also maybe move that over this side a little bit, maybe left align, right align with so right about this area right here. And you can just have that fade as is. I think it's beautiful. All right, great job. Really good work. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. All right, thank you very much.